Hi, Greg Cody with Cody Industries. Out in the shop tonight working on a little issue that we've ran into on the Star vacuum pump that mounts to the rear of the Peterson R4 dry sump pump. Your standard Star pump that is belt driven can be converted either at Star Machine or Peterson Fluid Systems. Can be converted, the shaft changed, and the rotor section changed in the pump, which we'll look at in a minute. Can be changed over to put your vacuum pump on the back of the R4 to save space. The problem we've ran into is the holes that are on the stock Peterson bracket are, the orientation from center of the shaft to the next bolt hole is 45 degrees, which is about 1 3/4 inches of movement on the fittings. Sometimes in a real close area on the dragster, you'll run into an issue that orientation you can't get in a bolt hole without hitting the block, the frame rail, or something like that. One of the solutions that's been brought up was just go ahead and mount the vacuum pump upside down on the back of the R4. Problem being is the Star pump was not designed to run upside down. As you can see, from center of the shaft to the top of the rotor lobe, it's offset. The rotor sits inside here like this, and the vane slides inside there, and centrifugal force throws the vanes out. Problem being at low idle is the vanes like to sit in the bottom. Gravity's pulling them down. If you don't have enough centrifugal force to throw them out, they don't like to build vacuum at low speed. On the 605 nitrous engine, we've had 5 inches of vacuum at idle with the pump mounted in this orientation. By turning the pump up and mounting it upright like it belongs, we had 15 inches of vacuum at idle, just moving the orientation of the pump, which is a lot. Let's go down and look at the dragster, show you what we're talking about and what our solution is. Okay, we're down here on the Don Davis dragster. You can see the R4 is mounted in here. This is a 5-stage pump. It's been converted. It has the hex drive in the back of the pump. Off the back, our pump's been converted. When the hex shaft is mounted in there, you can see if you're going to mount the pump in the upright position, we are limited to probably less than 1/2 inch of movement before it hits the frame rail or it actually hits the block. That's why the assumption was made, just mount the pump in the upside down position, which you have a lot more variation in where you can clock it. Problem being is they just don't like to pull vacuum there. So we had fixed that. We have developed a mandrel to clock the stock Peterson bracket. All we need the customer to do is put your bracket on, put your pump in the orientation that is needed. You know, if you need a door car, it might be a little different than on the dragster. Get it in the orientation that you need. Notch or mark, the top bolt and the bottom bolt on the out-facing side. Mark it with a Sharpie on your bracket. Remove your pump. You can keep your pump at your house. Pull this off. Send us this bracket with those marks put on there of your orientation or the clocking sequence that you need. We can put it in our fixture and put the new holes in so we can put it in the clock that's right for you. So if this is something that you guys are interested in or could use, send us your bracket. We'll put it in our fixture in the milling machine, get the holes clocked and countersunk for your cap screws, and sent back to you ASAP. If you have any questions or concerns, give us a call, 970-978-3710, and we'll get it back to you. Thanks.